What's going on, guys? We are back with another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon video. I just wanted to talk about some things because I really feel like there's some stuff that we should be paying attention to, or some things that could be possible in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that haven't really been talked about on this channel yet. You might have heard it in other places, I'm not sure, who knows. But I think there's a few things we can talk about before these games actually come out. So real quick, just want to give you guys a quick thank you for all the support on the last videos that I uploaded yesterday. We had quite the discussion about whether or not these games should be on the Switch, and that comment section of that video is actually in shambles. It's crazy, but nonetheless, we all had a good time debating, so it's all good. But from here on out, I'm going to be talking about what I expect, or what I think will be, or what, even possibilities of the next Pokemon game, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So first up, we have this picture of different construction sites that we've seen throughout Alola. And what I'm thinking these could be, and what a lot of people are thinking these could be, might be the return of the gyms, okay? Because there are no gyms in Alola, there's only trials. But there's a lot of construction going on in Alola in general. And look at the picture on the bottom right. You're telling me that's not the entrance to a gym? You're great. Get out of here. No, I'm kidding. I don't know exactly what it could be. I believe that there might, obviously there's some kind of construction going on, so maybe it'll be done by the time the next game rolls around. I think that these could definitely have the possibility of being gyms. I think that there's going to be other buildings, such as maybe a Battle Frontier type thing. Who knows? I really think that there's going to be a lot of new areas to explore in this new game, just because of all the construction, maybe foreshadowing to new buildings. And the fact that there's 8 of these kind of construction sites maybe could mean that these are supposed to be gym areas, so who knows about that. But on to the next topic, we have Ryuki. Okay, now if you're telling me Ryuki is an anime character in a classroom syndrome, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, now what anime character in a classroom syndrome is, in animes they usually make the main character or the important characters stand out, and they usually do that by giving them some some kind of unnatural hair color or some crazy hairstyle, and he has both. All right. If you look at this picture, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And then if you look at Ryuki, my man is just, he does not look like a normal NPC that would just roll up and come through to challenge the Elite Four. He looks like an important character. So I could be wrong. He could just look like this because he looks like this, but they really don't usually do that, right? They don't usually make characters, design characters just because. So I feel like he might come back in Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun and maybe play some kind of important role, maybe a gym leader, maybe a trial captain, maybe he actually ends up being in the Elite Four, who knows? So that's that. I really don't think they make characters just to make them anymore. I really think that Ryuki could possibly be some kind of important character in the future. Next, we have Colress. Okay, why was Colress in Alola? Why was he there? He's researching the ways to draw out power of Pokemon, okay? But from Black and White 2, we know Colress was involved in getting the DNA splicers to actually fuse Kyurem and Reshiram and Zekrom, okay? So he actually says in Sun and Moon that he's gonna be staying in Alola for a while, okay? So what's to say he hasn't been staying in Alola this whole time, even throughout the timeline of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, figured out a way to fuse Necrozma and the 2 legendaries. Who's to say that he's not the one, he's not the reason we have the black Z-ring on our wrist now? Because there's a black Z-ring on our wrist, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be how we fuse Necrozma and the cover legendaries. Who's to say Colress is not the one behind all of this? It would make sense. He's in Alola. There's clearly fusions going on, or some kind of absorption, something. So it's possible. Who knows? I think it's very, very possible. I don't think we should write that off. I don't think we should write Colress's appearance off at all. He was there for like 5 seconds in the main story. He literally just tells us that he's doing research and that he's gonna stick around for a while. And then the next time we see him is in the battle tree if you make it up high enough. That's literally it. But he's literally in the game. He's there. Like, you can go see him whenever you want. He's in the game. I don't think that's for no reason. I think that's for a reason. I think that we could possibly see some kind of fusions going on here. And then last but not least, we have Hal. Okay, now Hal, apparently Hal's dad is a gym leader somewhere or something like that. Like he's somewhere not in Alola. So there's speculation that his pops could actually be somebody like Brawly, who is a gym leader in Dewford Town, or somebody like Bruno. And Brawly and Bruno actually train together, so maybe they're all related. Who knows? We actually don't know, but Brawly makes a little bit more sense. He's a surfer, and he uses fighting type Pokemon. Hal also uses I mean, he doesn't really use fighting type Pokemon, but his grandpa does. So that is kind of a connection right there. Brawly uses fighting type Pokemon. The Kahuna uses fighting type Pokemon. Bruno uses fighting type Pokemon. And then Hal doesn't really, but he could still be part of that chain there, So who knows? Maybe they have some kind of relation. Maybe that's a hint that we'll be going back to Kanto, because Brawly actually trained with Bruno in Kanto. So maybe, there's some kind of connection there. Maybe we'll actually end up going back to Kanto to find Hal's pops or something like that. Or maybe, we have some kind of connection to Kanto, period, because of Lily. So, it wouldn't be too crazy to end up back there because we have another character who potentially has ties there. Okay. And then another one of the main characters from the last game is already over there. So, right? I don't think it's too crazy. But let me know what you guys think. I'm going to try to make more videos giving you my thoughts. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. I am out of here. Also, I'm giving away a Nintendo Switch Plus ARMS on the day ARMS comes out. So if you want to enter that contest, go ahead and hit up the link in the description. I am out of here. Bye-bye.